Alright, this is my vlog. I just did a video about a writing challenge. I'm not gonna explain it all here, but let's just say like 25 people signed up already for the Launchpalooza, and in June for deck builders I have 5 people that signed up, and that is like 11 months from now, so I'm very happy. So I think that if you haven't yet, I'm going to link the video of Tonic speaking about passive marketing here and below. Somebody yell at me if I don't put it down there. It's really good. It's like an hour and 30 minutes long. She echoes everything I'm talking about all the time to newer authors. She's smart. Hence why I'm going to try to do a romance, a cozy fantasy book with her. It's good for if you're a newer author, but you're not here for that. You're here because you are interested in my stuff. So I just wrote a thing in Bodega that I'm very proud about, and I'm going to read something from you. It's kind of an excerpt. This is not safe for work, so it would be fine. It will be fine. But basically, let's chat. You know, logically, I know I had an idea that I would have to get clean and all that, but you didn't expect to have to get to clean clown meat out of your fur? I didn't expect to have to clean clown meat out of my fur. It happens to the best of us. I didn't expect so many clown dungeons, though. I was very happy with that because I saw somebody else do something similar, and I'm like, I'm just gonna steal the form. I'm gonna credit Nexaz, who is an amazing writer. But he wrote something Peak Banter, and I'm just like, all right, well, what would my guy say? He just went to a clown dungeon, and he was the smell won't leave, and he's a cat. He can't not smell things. So I'm kind of getting a sense that as I do the edits and the rewrites of like who Bagel is and his little bits of paranoia now coming through, and I'm like, yeah, there'll be funny moments, but more and more I'm leaning into the cozy and trying to get away from having Bagel do fights when he doesn't have to. Because I just had like 2 chapters with the building inspector who's just like, you can't build that, and he's like, bro, it's the apocalypse, and he's like, at the building inspector's like, just no excuse to not follow code, and I'm just like sitting there like, oh yeah, this is my jam. Because basically I took the Power Broker and I'm slamming it into RC Joshua, and I'm just like, oh, you guys are gonna kiss so much, and I'm having so much fun with it because I'm like sometimes like, so if you are writing something and you're just like, this is taking me a while, I understand. But if you're saying it's taking a while because you're like not enjoying the scene, it's gonna show, right? So I did a full rewrite in a couple of chapters for the first book, and like it's much better. Now I have a sense of like who Bagel is, right? Because at the beginning he didn't talk much, and then he talked more and more, and now he's just like, get this freaking clown meat off of me, right? Yeah. So in the world of Bodega Cat, it's like relatively recently post-apocalypse, where all of us like 12 days in, they have instance dungeons. On day 1 they have like all these mobs spawn, and if you kill a mob you get a card. If you have 10 cards you have a deck, and then you can summon those guys. Most of the cards drop summoning cards. Some of them drop weapons or item cards. Bagel is specialized in, he has a card that gives him access to the shop and the ability to buy up land, and that is part of the thing that the system wants the humans to do. And I'm having a heck of a time. So basically, like, if I went through my inspiration, like, this would not have existed without the power broker, which is talking about Robert Moses gaining power in the 1940s, 50s, 60s New York City. Basically, he had a stranglehold on all public works for a very long time because he understood power. And it would not exist without Demon World Boba Shop, and it definitely would not exist without Shadow Card Guardian and Demon Card Enforcer. And if you are also a fan of Pokemon, the cards are basically Pokemon trading cards. I am working on the only thing that's different is that I am trying to make sure that the evolution cards actually like work. So I'm like 99% to the system. When you get a deck, you get 2 energy of your choice to pick, and you can pick the wrong energy for the wrong Pokemon. So like there's dark energy or poison energy. So like it's kind of like Pokemon trading card game, but like they can't use it. Basically, if you don't have the energy to summon something, right? So let's say a Bagel has like 4 normal energy or 4 electric energy, and you can summon any normal creature or any electric creature that costs that, or it can summon 4 things that cost 1. So it usually summons like 4 things that cost 1. One of them is Bodega. So like if you have like 4 electricity and you only draw poison cards, you can't summon it. But like every 5 levels, you get a chance to get another energy. That's about as simple as it. And then at 25 levels, you get another perk. So he just got a perk, and as I'm writing like chapter 67, he just got a perk where he gets a deep discount on buying land. Yeah, but basically it's like that. So it also wouldn't work without Malice and Book of the Fallen, because I am not very into explaining things, and I just posted chapter 1 of book 2, which has to explain a lot of things because it's bringing people in. And I'm like, oh, this feels off. But I'm like, okay, it's the first chapter. I'm kind of summarizing things. And I'm kind of like making sure that everyone has the same base, because you could have missed a lot of interesting things. But by doing this, I'm just saying, like, I understand what's going on. I'm not going to hold your hand. People are going to talk like they're naturally in the world, which is more interesting, because that means you actually have to pay attention, and they're not going to just like lore dump on you. Now, if they find something up critical, they're going to lore dump. Or if Bagel asks his AI shop drone or something, she's going to tell him what he asks. But like they're not just going to spend time like lore dumping. They're just going to act like they're all in the same world and they know the same things. But yeah, so that's my thing. I've been keeping up my writing. My average for this month is around 2,000, which is like we're halfway through the month, and that is kind of where I want to be. I meant that I had a couple low days and I had a couple very high days, but I am feeling better about that. Part of it is the time, and the other part of it is understanding what's going next. So I'm like, okay then. So we just had a dungeon surge. I'm on chapter 67 if you're following at home, when this comes out later. We just had a dungeon surge. Now we need to do the aftermath. And then after that, we have to go into so we're like I'm at 70,000 words. Probably gonna go into some sequence about him and the But yeah, so that's my vlog. Thanks for joining me, besties. If you haven't, if you're a writer, go check out my writing challenge video. Doing a writing challenge, which is manageable. I don't do challenges. This is just me announcing when I'm going to launch, and then I'm going to be doing some extra support here and on Immersive Ink for people to join me. And that is going to be December 6th for the next launch of my next book series on it's a web fiction, and then it will be June 2026 for the one after that. December 6th is for anything. June could be anything, but I am specifically saying, like, let's do deck builders because that's what I write. That's it. Have a good day, besties.